Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we are going to be breaking down the new legendary Carnival Super Saiyan Goku and the crew. We're going to have an official nickname for this unit. I'll tell you that in just one second. But of course, we're going to do some fun little team builds as well. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yes, this is our third LR Carnival featured unit, and surprisingly enough, it's a unit that kind of no one asked for, and a lot of people are also calling it Z Fighters. For those who want a real Z Fighters unit, I made a Havel card or custom card for a April Fool's video back in April, and if you want to check that out, I love the dynamic of what I did this for the LR Z Fighters here. So definitely check out that video if you want to really have a real Z Fighters unit to look at. But all in all, this is the unit that they ended up dropping for the Yamcha celebration here, and it's going to be a double rates banner as we expected, but coming with a Carnival featured instead of a traditional LR. So interestingly enough, that is what they're leaning toward. And the big question is, will the other Carnival units of Super Saiyan Goku and the Metal Cooler, is that going to be on the unfeatured portion of this banner here, because they were generally featured on their initial banners. But anyway, this is going to drop on the 15th at midnight. So of course I'll be summoning on an account of somewhat, maybe doing a giveaway, things of that nature. So definitely stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and dive into the breakdown here and look at this unit. So the SSR art, cute, it's there, it looks okay. But the TUR, this is one of the rare times where the TUR really outshines the SSR, and man, that TUR card art is incredible. I wish they had a better background, but of course with all the effects and things of that nature, you probably couldn't see it anyway. But I really like the TUR versus the SSR. And then now diving into the LR card art, I think it looks great as well. It definitely reminds you of that, father-son Kamehameha, look with Gohan and Goku right there. But they said, you know what, let's just not make it a full-on, Goku, Gohan, Trunks, Vegeta, Piccolo unit. Let's just make it a Super Saiyan Goku unit. So officially, you get ready to cringe here, guys. This unit, the nickname, like I do for a lot of units here, is LR Goku. Or you can just call it Goku and the crew. But yeah, hey, cringe as much as you like, but that's what I'm going to be calling it on this channel here. LR Goku is an interesting unit, to say the least. And let's go ahead and dive into the breakdown here. The stats are pretty solid. You're looking at 22,325 for HP, right under 21,000, 20,675 for attack, but really high defense, 14,469. Getting to that really magical 15,000 defense is ultimately really strong. Let's make this a little bit bigger so some of you guys can actually see this. So this is the reason why we know this is a Carnival featured. It is a 200% single category leader. If this is what they're gonna do here, and they're gonna do single category 200%, it's gonna take forever for them to we might see these units for like the next 3 years if they're going to start trickling units like this down. It's not dual category. We have 90 categories. If they want to have a 200% leader for like every single category, they better be doing 2 of these every single month. But we'll see what happens. But the problem here really isn't just only the 200%, it's the Battle of Wits. Battle of Wits is a very small category, and I'm going to show you in the team build section that LR Goku really doesn't have a really super strong team, even though it's a very good unit, right? You're going to probably use this on other teams versus its own team here. But there's a combination that you could run that's still fairly decent. Now the super attack on the 12 key here raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers defense. And then the ultra super attack, the 18 keys, the super Kamehameha, which I don't think that is actually the the full power simultaneous attack is actually everybody attacking at the same time. So yes, okay, Super Kamehameha for the Ultra Super Attack. That also raises attack and defense for 1 turn, so no difference between that buff there. Causes Mega Colossal damage to enemy, and then raises Super Class allies 50% for 1 turn. This is a SA multiplier, I believe, so of course, if you run this in a first position, you're going to maximize this opportunity. But this really isn't all that of a first position unit. It's good. It can deal with a lot, like probably 80% of the content in Dokkan, but like that top 20%, maybe like the top 10% with certain red zone battles, this unit might still get hurt pretty bad if it gets super attacked. So just like a lot of other units that we have. Now the passive skill, the Fist, what is it? Fist Body Explosion Light. Let's break this down here. Key +5, attack defense 150%, that's right off the bat. It is a support unit, super class allies key +2, and defense 50%. So this is really where it becomes beneficial, where you can actually run this as a defensive support unit as a floater. Right, as a floater. Now the likelihood of you getting the rest of the passive is going to be very difficult, but that's a really good floater if you have this on a team like that. So, and on top of that, it does give a unconditional damage reduction of 30%. So just like a Super Vegito, the LR Super Vegito, this provides that opportunity as well. 30% is good, 50% is better, right? So, but we'll take it. Now you also get an additional attack and defense 15% with each attack received, and this attack received is really the big condition with this unit here. You want to get as much as this as possible, up to 10 attacks. So because up to 10 attacks, you can actually have one of the most OP things that you can have in the game is foresee enemy super attack starting from the next turn after you receive your 10th attack. So once you get your 10 attacks in, the turn afterwards, you'll be able to foresee. Now the issue is it is going to be on your turn. You're not being able to see it on every single turn. That's unfortunate there. But plus an additional attack 50% and launches additional super attack. This is where the damage is pretty incredible. So you really just need to focus on trying to get 24 key, and you're going to do crazy amount of damage with the additional 50% and a guaranteed super attack right afterwards. So you're going to do an 18 and a 12 if you get 24 with a super huge boost when it comes to the attack. So again, they built this very interesting. We've been hoping for more first position units, but this is kind of like a second position or even a floater as a support. Could be a very strong third position unit. So just kind of keep that in mind. But that, of course, then this right here doesn't really matter with the raises attack super class allies. But again, this can run in first position. Just you're not going to be like, oh, nothing's going to happen to me. So you could get wrecked off of a super attack. Active skill massively raises attack and temporarily causes ultimate damage to enemy and within the turn activate, and then all attacks become critical hits, and then all allies key +5 for 1 turn. So a really nice active skill. However, it's after receiving 10 or more attacks, and then starting for the 5th turn from start battle. And that's, of course, this is almost the scenario that you're going to have to do a lot of turns to get the 10 received attacks there. So link skills, just like any Super Saiyan Goku, and this is, yes, just a Super Saiyan Goku here. You have Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, which is a very strong link set because it links up with a lot of different units. We're going to talk about the link partners that you can have for LR Goku here, and it's a wider range, but there is some problematics when it comes to now categories. You know me, I always say, hey, if you can get at least 8 categories, you're solid. So this has enough categories here. I'm tired of seeing anything under like 6 with the 90 categories we have in the game. So you have Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Battle of Wits, Connected Hope, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Bond of Parent and Child, and then Warriors Raised on Earth. And there you have the breakdown for this unit here. Again, all in all, the passive built really nicely. Would have been nice to say a little bit more there, but again, this little benefit here of a super class ally support unit makes this still a valuable unit you can run on multiple different teams in these categories here. Now let's talk about the link partners. because there's really one link partner that's incredible, which is a 7 link partner. That's rare in this game, right? Is having a 7 link partner, and you're just gonna beef everything up, and that's gonna be the LR Super Saiyan Gohan, the OG, one of the OGs, right? When he gets his EZA, it's gonna be very, very interesting because he's on so many teams that he can help out. Now, unfortunately, he is not on the Battle of the Wits category, so you're not going to be running him on within the team, and I mentioned that before. That is an issue with this unit here, being that having that category really doesn't benefit him all that much. If you look at all the other units on here, none of them except for, let me see, I'm actually looking, none of them except for the Int Super Vegito there, the OG Fusion, is on the team, right? It's on Battle of Wits. That again becomes problematic. So I'm not sure what they're thinking about having this as a Battle of Wits category leader. I think it would have been much better off on a different category. And when you look at the partners, right, you're looking at like the 6 links, a lot of decent units that you can run there. But then there's a ton of other 5 links. I just put a few on here. I put 5 links on here, and just kind of keep that in mind. There are still some decent units that you can run that have 4 links on within the same team of Battle of the Wits. For example, of course, like LR Super Vegito, because he's also a Battle of Wits leader, but this is going to be at 200% here. So anyway, let's dive into a couple of team builds. It's not, again, this is like a single category. It's not as confusing as, other teams, but I'm just going to be kind of focusing on this 200% team here. And you're generally, if you're going to run this on the main team for LR Goku as the leader and the friend, I guess the combination you're going to be running is they're going to be running in first position. Again, could be a rough scenario on certain events, but to link up properly when it comes to link partners, I got the Super Vegito, the Super Vegito there, and then the Strength Super Vegito. When he transforms, he provides 5 links. He provides 4 on base form, and then when he transforms, 5 links there. So again, that is something that's I think that those rotations there, they're okay. They're not like overly OP like we've seen on some of these other teams that we have, but generally speaking, that's not bad. Now the floaters, there's so many options for floaters here, right? You have actually a decent option of supports, and then you have the strength Piccolo here, which is a defensive god, basically on a Movie Heroes team. But he's still pretty good off of that. I'm not sure why it's not on Movie Heroes in the LR Goku, because isn't it from a movie, right? The artwork and everything's from a movie. Anyway, that's Dokkan for you. So the floater that you can run, right, would be some of these options here. Pycon being a support. You can run like Krillin as a support, things of that nature. But you have like 2 groupings. You can like run Vegetos, right? That's kind of what you're seeing already. You can run like a full Vegito team and then LR Goku, right? LR Goku, full Vegito, and it could work out. And then you can actually run some Trunks units, and then this random Goku Piccolo that's on here that you can also run as well. Again, the synergy, not all that great in the selection. Very, very tough there. You do have some extreme units you can run as well, but this is generally going to be focused on a super team here. Now, when you're looking at, I mentioned, getting 7 links, there's only, you think about like LR AGL Gohan, there's a ton of categories. He's on like 20 categories, right? But there's only, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories you can actually run this combination, right, to maximize the link set. And that's Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Bond of Parent Child, and Warriors Raised on Earth. Now, you have Warriors Raised on Earth and Bond of Parent and Child as the newer, like 200% leads and things of that nature. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the Yamcha team, but Bond, Parent, and Child. This can be a really, really fun team that you can run is LRGG and LR Goku being on a rotation together. Now, of course, LRGG is going to be first position always, right? But then, like, if you look at the other Carnival Goku, like you put them together on a rotation on the first and second rotation, this becomes really, really viable. And then the floaters, you can kind of just randomly put whatever you need. And I think this team becomes, I won't say invincible, but it's going to be really, really strong. So, you know, LR Goku does a lot of damage, right? But he's not overly, you know, defensive. He's still pretty good in defense, but not overly defensive like LRGG, or with the revive mechanic of the Carnival Goku, right? So anyway, I think this team is going to be really fun to run. So JP players out there, I'm going to see this as a normal rotation or a normal grouping on here. And the floaters, again, you can just randomly put a bunch of other individuals on here. I think, I'm trying to think, is like, did I just, yeah, I think I removed the slide where I added more characters on here. That's why there's a big blank space on the bottom right. But anyway, yeah, LRGG team is going to be very fun on that. So anyway, yeah, I think this unit, again, it's a interesting unit. It's a unit that really no one asked for, which is, again, that Dokkan does that sometimes, but you know, we'll see how the banner runs. This is a double rates banner, so you are going to have a higher chance of pulling this unit, and you know, it's maybe a filler legendary carnival, so we'll see. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.